Hi, everyone. My name is Rook, and welcome to Wind Down with Rook, where the conversations are smooth, the energy is intentional, and the vibes are always right, just like wine. Today, I have with me my lovely girl, TT.
Hello,
And
hello.
guess what? You can't spell that girl without two T's.
Of
So
course.
today, she is here on episode 1, season 1 of Wind Down with Rook. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Tajhanna, but I usually go by T. I'm a model, entrepreneur, also got a 9 to 5 because the bag don't stop. And I'm really glad to be here. I'm not gonna lie.
And I'm happy to have you. Definitely for like episode 1. Let me tell you,
I
I've
say I
been
get to break it off.
you get to break it off because I
Okay,
had
I
this
feel
podcast in
special.
the vote, okay? I've been waiting. So today we're going to talk about soft life reset, and I just want you to explain to everyone how would you define soft life right now for you?
Soft life to me basically means minimal to no struggles. Now, of course, no struggles is kind of a
It's
stretch.
a stretch.
It's a stretch. Now, there are some people that have very, very low that seem like none, but I would say the less struggle that you have to go through, the softer your life is.
The
But
more that
struggles
it's
can look different.
peaceful, like
Yes,
yeah, a
yes.
peaceful life. Okay, okay, I can see that. So for you, you're saying as long as there's nothing causing you struggle, causing you like pain, like real Mary J. Blige, like no mercy. So okay, I get it, I get it. So for me, I feel like soft life era or like everyone's saying soft life is
Right.
definitely peaceful, no distractions. I don't want any drama. I just want things to be calm, real settled. Like it just feels like a river. Like it's just flowing. Like
Steady flowing.
and it's calm. Like, you just
Exactly.
go outside in nature and you just be like, you could breathe
Touch
again.
grass.
Yeah, touch grass. Okay, I like that. So basically for you, how like what is that lifestyle of a soft life? Like, is that like waking up in the morning early? Like is it a routine you go through or is it like changing your clothes? Like, what was that lifestyle of soft life? As you know, everyone's doing this whole soft life era and
Soft girl.
soft girl and ways to become a soft like people are
Right.
teaching people to become like a soft life or whatever
Right.
for you, like, what is that lifestyle? Like, how would you explain, like, ways to becoming
So
that?
a soft life for me, because I know, like you had said, like more like aesthetic things, like fashion,
Yeah.
clothing, hair, stuff like that. That all definitely plays a part. As far as me though, a true soft life for myself starts with mental. As somebody who has gone through, mental health struggles in the past, and that's why I say no struggles or minimum to no struggles, just
Right.
because struggles equals stress and stress equals your brain wants to hop out your body and go elsewhere,
Right.
So
Okay.
definitely starts mental for me.
You did mention before that she was a certified crash out.
Retired. Retired.
Retired,
Retired. Well,
certified
I'm not
crash
gonna say
out.
fully retired. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Sometimes people get me out of character based on what they do. And I'm
Sometimes it
mature enough
happens.
and self-aware enough to
Okay.
admit that. However, how I responded 2 years ago compared to now, there's a complete shift. And I only see it getting better from here.
And that's good. And I'm happy for you.
Well,
So
thank you.
basically, like that lifestyle is basically a growth, like a
Yes.
growth span. So you're telling me right now, soft life should be something that you grow into, you learn from.
And it's gonna
it's
look different
definitely
throughout your life.
and it is,
Yeah.
yeah. It's based off of what you learn, how you learn yourself, and like you said, it's a mind thing. So
Right.
mentally, you have to keep telling yourself like, I was this before, I wasn't. You have to train yourself to be like, this used to be my old lifestyle
Right.
versus the lifestyle now. And mentally, you have to grow into a new pattern of letting yourself know.
You literally have to reteach yourself
self, yeah,
almost everything compared. I mean, depending on where you started from, if we're gonna be
exactly.
honest, yeah.
Okay, I like that. So your lifestyle is mentally rather.
Yes.
So
Because I will say, when I'm doing well mentally, everything else falls into place.
right, emotionally, physically,
And when
right.
I say everything falls into place, I mean mentally I could be having the hardest month at work and maybe I finally address what's, going on in my mind or what I'm thinking about and I address that. I can go to work for the next month and be happy as hell. Walk in there, good morning, happy Monday. Anybody want bagels?
Nobody
Like,
knows
yes,
what you're
like,
going through in life, right? And that's just you spreading that whole light of being
Yes.
soft life. Okay, I like that for you. I like that. Okay, so You said it's a mental thing for you. You said that you don't want any struggles when it comes to your soft life. Basically because it's a mental thing, and you said it's growth and you don't want any struggles. For you, how do you go about protecting your peace and protecting yourself and becoming that soft life?
That's such a loaded question because I have so many different ways that I protect myself on a day-to-day basis.
Don't say you beat nobody up now.
No. Like I said, retire, crash out. Have I done that in the past? For sure. Okay. For sure. But I'm growing. I want to be, a confident, young woman who, is demure, mature, not doing too much. I don't want to end up in jail. I'm too pretty for that. So
listen, we don't need a pretty
honestly,
I mean, there is some pretty mugshots out there.
No, there is. And I look at them and I'm like, what are you doing there?
She innocent. She
what are you doing there?
She didn't even.
And I will say, after you watch 60 Days In, you kind of get a different perspective on catching a charge.
60 Days In. Mine was what's that show? It was
Beyond Scared Straight.
Beyond Scared Straight. Yeah.
It was gonna be one of the two.
It was Beyond Scared Straight. That had me right there. I couldn't.
But no, as far as protecting myself, I would say the number one way for me, and it's gonna sound very vague, but it encompasses a lot, is cutting out all and everything negative. So now, I don't want that to make it seem like, as soon as somebody, pisses you off or makes you mad, you're gone. Bye. Right. That is not, that's not what I mean.
Into the garbage you go.
It's pattern, it's consistency, it's stuff like that. So if something is consistently, bringing negativity to you, bringing you down, whether that be your job, a person, your family, there could be so many different aspects that go to that. Cut that out.
Boundaries, basically, you're saying. So adding those boundaries into place that, can't add you any struggles, doesn't do anything mentally to you.
Exactly, because if you take out the negatives, and on top of that, you need to pour positivity within yourself.
Right.
You're not always going to get that from other people.
Now,
some people have really great support systems. I'm lucky enough to have a pretty good support system myself. Some people have nobody.
Right.
And some people got 1,000 people behind them. I also don't have that either.
You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there.
I'm young.
I'm young. All the people in the world
behind you. By the time I'm 50, I should have a village, kids, husband, all that. We're gonna manifest it. But in the meantime, is me and my two homegirls.
Okay.
And with that being said, my homegirls not always in the brightest mood because they also go through stuff as I go through stuff. So with that being said, you also have to pour positivity into yourself. It has to come from you.
Right.
You cannot rely on anybody else to give you that.
Yeah. And one thing I kind of tell people too, just being for me when I created my own soft life, I always tell people, you can't pour into anybody else until you pour into yourself.
And I will
you
say,
gotta
what's your soft life looking like? Give me a little glimpse into it, because I ain't seen you in a minute.
I've been missing
MIA.
So like you said,
busy.
Like you said, you can't pour into somebody else, and you gotta really give yourself that energy. So for me, I like to go missing. I like to reinvent and find myself. As people can see, I have a new hair color,
and
I have a new style. I just have this new glow to me. But it's because I actually take time to find who I am, listen to my body. Like you said, it's a mental thing. So I make sure I'm mentally okay. I make sure I'm emotional okay. And then physically, I like to go out in nature and just take in everything. Even if it's negative, sometimes that negative energy really boosts you up. It's just oh, you mad at me? Good.
And that's because you're pouring positivity into yourself. And that's why it goes hand in hand.
I need it to boost me up sometimes. And then at the same time, it's just for me, I protect it in a way where it's I don't be wanting nothing around. But then sometimes I'm just fine. My protection is giving. Like I said, love wins all, at the end of the day. And for me, I'm going to just keep loving you. I'm going to keep smiling. I'm going to just keep giving you positivity because it's that is peace. Peace is love and love is peace.
I agree with you. I agree with you, and I want to get to that point. I don't think I'm at that point.
I have boundaries, though.
No, of course.
Like you said, you got to grow into it.
From what you're saying for me is that you practice forgiveness, which is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all, and I don't want anyone to ever make you feel bad about that. However, me, I'm not gonna lie, we get to a point and a certain level of disrespect.
You cut. Next.
I'm gonna say I could have said, there's some vulgar language I could
I'm a
use towards
true.
that situation, but all I gotta say is I'm gonna pray for you.
You gonna pray for you? See, for me, because I'm such a deep, die-hard, like, lover girl, I'm not gonna lie, I am a lover girl.
See, that's where we differ.
Like, I will literally stay soft, but then it's to that point where it's like you're not being as like attentive or just realizing I'm being nice with you, I'm giving you this energy,
Self-awareness,
yeah,
right?
I'm being
Yeah.
self-awareness. Now it's like I have to make my boundaries stronger with you, and now it's like you don't deserve this love. So it's like
Right.
for me in that soft life, it's just like I'm gonna still be soft. Like if I'm giving you love and you don't want to reciprocate that love back for me, it's like okay,
I'm trying to get like you, sis.
like
I really am trying to get like you, sis.
lover.
I'm not gonna lie. Just because the only reason why I say we differ from that is just not the trauma dump or nothing, but obviously everybody goes through stuff. And this is just my personal testimony. But in my 23 years of living, love isn't always kind.
You're gonna get there.
And I will say most times that I've like felt deep love, and I don't just mean that romantically. There can be deep love platonically within family. There, I've been hit with a lot of situations, not all of them, but I've been hit with a lot of situations where I regret even giving that love out. So that's why I say we kind of differ, just because you kind of already have that love girl aspect to you. From the moment I met you, it's always been positive energy.
Thank you.
Like, and I can personally attest to that. Me, however, don't get me wrong, like I don't, I'm not a bitch when somebody meets me, but I will say I'm a lot more timid and a lot more.
You definitely have a wall. You have like a
Very, and I try to break it down, but then there be certain things that happen in life that builds it back up, and that's why I say it really starts mentally and cutting off negativity while also pouring positivity into yourself. That's the best way.
Right.
Recently, that's been helping me get to that point.
To protect your peace from it all, to keep that soft light. Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
we
really
do got a
cool.
wall. Like I said, self-awareness is a big thing too, and I can definitely, admit to that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely attest that I used to be just like you when I was younger. I'm not gonna tell nobody my age, but for me,
She like 18. Come on, like,
thank you. I love that. Baby face. But for me, I definitely had a wall. I definitely was like not trying to let anybody in. There's was times, but I feel like it was because I'm the oldest in my family. Not really the oldest, but I'm characterized as the oldest in my family. So as the oldest sibling, it's just hard because I'm always so protective of my siblings, my family. Like I'm very close to my family. So I definitely always had a wall up. Like people see me and they be like, smile, smile.
Ooh,
and
I
I'm
used
just
to
like,
hate that.
and I used to hate it. But now I'm just like, wow, like you my reminder to smile. Like I really should smile more. And
it's
then,
crazy.
like,
I still hate when people tell me that.
Oh no, I don't
Actually, no. Let me specify that. I hate when men tell me that.
Really?
Oh, honey, you need to smile.
I don't know you.
Who are you talking to, B?
Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
Now, my homegirl tell me to smile. I might have a little attitude, but I'll smile for her, I guess.
I'm gonna smile anyway. Okay, I could see that, but yeah, it was always hard for me to feel that kind of way. So I'm just going to the next question. How do you stay motivated, like without burning out? Like, how do you keep yourself motivated and keeping it soft life? Since we had talked about like having a wall up, you already talked about how you go about keeping your peace, but how do you go about keeping your motivation so you're not burning out?
To even do that.
Yeah, to even, keep up to your lifestyle of the soft life.
So that is still something that's like kind of in the works for me personally. I will say there's some days where I'm just like, forget it. Like, forget the whole soft life. I'm about to put on my crash out t-shirt, we're gonna go back to business. But what I usually do to kind of ground myself from that, which also helps motivate myself, is I remember the hard life.
Okay, your struggles.
Yeah, I ponder upon it, I think on it, and I'm like, T, do you really want to go back there? Is it worth it for you?
The mindset.
And 99.9% of the time, it's not worth it.
It's not.
At all. And it really comes down to figuring out what's worth your energy and what's not. And once you come to realize that most things ain't worth your energy, or at least you putting out negative energy.
Yeah.
Leave it at that. But I'll definitely think back on times where I'm like, T, you weren't productive when you sat in bed for a week and didn't do anything. T, like, didn't make any money when you did that.
To explain to people, like, rest is like a real good medicine. Like, you
but
really
too
should
much
get
to make
rest.
you
Okay, so getting too much rest, and there's a time where you think about it, it's like, okay, now you getting too much rest, you falling back into this like depression, which it can sometimes be for people, or you just like being lazy. But for me, like now, I feel like I was always a go, 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 go. Like you said, booked and busy. Like,
Right.
when have nobody has not seen me doing something?
Right.
Like, everybody be like, girl, people make time for the things that they want. Like, people, like, even
The
my
whole
friends.
time you do not have no time.
Like, they be like, girl, if you not on Rook schedule, oh well. Like, I really have like every day. Like, I'm up at 4 a.m. Probably don't go to sleep till like 2 a.m. because I'm constantly was doing stuff. But since, like I said, I'm like rebranding myself and I understand like this whole soft life. Like, rest is really important. Like, for me
I
not
don't
to be
disagree with
burned
you.
out. Like, I cannot get up next day and be like getting glammed up, waking up, having to go to the gym, having to make sure I eat a good
Right.
diet, having to like once you get older, I'm just like, so I won't burn out, sleep, rest. Like,
Right.
it's times now, like, for me to have my soft life. I go to a spa once a month. I go get a
period.
facial once a month. Like,
Treat
I
yourself,
go, like,
yeah.
I'm treating myself. I go buy me a new book once a, like, it's just certain things that fulfill me so I'm not burning out.
Right.
And it's like I have to find a new investment of a guilty pleasure that I know that's going to help me
Right.
in my growth, but then
That's very
also help
smart.
me keep myself in my soft girl era. Like, it's just, for me, I don't want to stop where I'm at and then
Right.
be like, okay, like you said, and then have to keep repeating myself, like, think of the struggles of where you were. Think of, like, as the oldest child,
back to when you were down bad.
right, and like as the oldest child, I already had to think of that. Like, think of like you're the oldest, you had to lead by an example. Think of like that. So it's like for me, I don't ever want to think of my struggles. I just want to like think ahead, think of my future, so I'm not burned out. And just be like, think.
And
about
that's why I
how
say it's
much
still
more you
a
can
work in progress
have.
for me, just because that's what I do currently. And it could either do one or two things. 80% of the time, it'll motivate me. That other 20% where maybe my mind is a little bit too down is like, dang, T, yeah, I don't care. Let's just go back to that, you know?
Right.
But what I will say is, based off what you just said, and all my friends tell me to do this all the time. They're like, treat yourself, T, like do stuff for
Yes, treat
yourself. And that is the one thing that
Girl,
I can say
buy
confidently
you a new design.
I don't do for myself.
Say no.
The way I treat myself is an extra 30 minutes in the gym or something like that. That's me treating myself,
Okay.
which that ain't
A
enough.
cheat day? I heard you was like boking, so you be like having cheat days, maybe.
Yeah. Listen. My trainer might be watching this. Let's not talk too much about this. No, I'm kidding. But no, I'll definitely. What brings me the utmost happiness, and what I will say, if I do treat myself, is this. But I don't really consider it treating myself because it's like you said, A, I'm bulking, so it's kind of necessary.
Right.
B, I mean, as a human, you got to eat to survive.
You do.
I love going out to eat.
Not really. You could just.
Out to eat is my favorite thing to do.
Most of your body is made of water.
You could tell me
gotta
right
just
now in the
drink
middle of this
water.
podcast, let's go out to eat, and I would take this microphone off and chug it across the
Where you
room.
want to go? I want to go to Roof Chris.
Don't
Don't
tempt me.
Don't tip you and say no. Let's let's not go
So
there.
I kind of treat myself in that aspect, but a lot of people like tell me they're like, T, like you're out to eat every other week. Like I'm not even every other week, multiple times a week. Like how is that really treating
How do
yourself?
you know?
Like
Why they minding your business?
what I will say is my camera eats before I do, so it do be posted.
But then, like, sometimes, what if that post is old? This is one thing about social media, like, that dies.
You know what's
like,
funny?
it drives
I don't post
me
old
crazy.
stuff.
You
Like
don't?
as far as like old pictures of me, yes, but like I'm not gonna post a dinner I was at 6 months ago today. Like I don't.
Like, it drives
But I think
me
that comes down to the fact that
crazy.
I'm like single. So like I don't got no reason to
No, to lie and
I was
just
about to
post
say,
in a moment. Yeah, see, for me, I don't know. People just don't know how to mind their business. Like, I could post something from, like,
Oh, girl, tell me about it.
years ago, and people just like, oh, like, they just
When
start
was this?
assuming. Like, even when I went missing from social media, like, everybody was just assuming. I'm just like, just pick up the phone. Like, why not just write me? Like, why are you assuming all this extraness? And it's
Listen,
just
social
like,
meia is a whole nother topic.
Listen,
What I will say though, if we do want to merge these topics together,
soft life and social media.
this whole like, because here's what I'm gonna say in regards to soft life, at least portrayed on social media. That's a bunch of horse shit.
It is really made up because I be watching
Super
people,
made up.
I be watching, like, since we talking about burnout right now, and like for me, I watch people's like get ready with me, or I also be watching people like post stuff on like manuals of how to live a soft life, and it's like, how are you gonna
That's
tell
literally
me?
what I was about to touch
Like,
base on.
how
I
are
see
you gonna tell
tutorials for soft
me?
life, day in the life of practicing soft life. Like I'm just like,
How to become luxury? Like,
and then all you
how do
see is Pilates, matcha, and pink. That's it.
Wait, can wait,
Like-
wait. To touch on the Pilates, matcha, and pink, which is so hilarious, I have so many pictures and videos from like back from like 2016 when I was in undergrad because I was a dance minor. And so my dance teacher put me on to drinking green tea and matcha and stuff because it helps us, with our metabolism and everything and like burn a lot of fat and like just, stay small as a dancer. But as a dance minor or if you were a dance major, they had courses where we could take Pilates, so we was taking Pilates, we were doing it. So like the whole like matcha, Pilates, pink, I'm like, I was on this trend before it became popular.
Before it was a trend, like,
I had no
'cause you're my
idea,
girl,
but
come
it's
on now.
like, and it's just like, wow, like it's so crazy how the world like is really just finding out about these things and realizing how much that your well-being and the benefit of what you eat and certain things are like good for you. And I'm just like, y'all just now find out about Pilates? Yikes.
Yeah,
Y'all just now
I'm
find
not
out
gonna
about
lie,
matcha?
a lot of people just found out about Pilates.
And I'm just like, y'all just now wanting to like pink? Yikes. Like, it's just so
listen,
much,
I'm not gonna say I'm a pink hater, but that's one of my least favorite colors. And I ain't never
and
gonna
listen,
ride that
I don't
wave.
even blame people because it was a lot of less people. Like, pink was very hard to like, be about. Like even when they had like the whole pink baby fat stuff, like I barely saw people in the pink baby fats. It was more like the black, the blue, or like maybe like a other color, like a purple. Like I barely saw people in much of the pink. Like pastries, the Reverend and them kids, like they had pastries. Most of their shoes was pink. Like think about it. If people really like pink, how they like pink now, if pastries were still around, people would probably buy them. Like they would probably still be in business, and I feel bad because I'm like, dang, not everybody like pink. But back when pink was supposed to be popping, it wasn't popping. But yeah, like that's so
why I
crazy.
stick to black.
Yeah, social
Timeless.
media and soft life, it could be
It's
like
a
a
frenzy.
lie. It depends on how you take it, because it's like, how are you gonna tell me how to live a soft life if you don't really know what I'm going
And a lot of
through?
these people that are promoting soft lives are people that are nepo babies and making 10K a stream. Like what their soft life looks like
Is not
what your soft life is
compared
gonna
to
look like
somebody
with your
else's.
9 to 5 or your small business. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, you're a lesser than or anything. Because listen, I'm a 9 to 5 worker. I'm not talking bad on nobody.
I'm a 9 to 5
However,
too.
I cannot afford what Kylie
hustle,
Jenner can afford. I can't afford what Beyonce can afford. So Beyonce's soft life is not gonna be looking like my soft life, okay?
Hold up, listen, her kids soft life. How about that? Because they got it.
But that's why I say,
and I love it.
It's gonna look different in every phase of your life. I'm 23 right now, going on 24. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not broke, but I'm not financially where I want to be.
Over time, that soft life is gonna change.
So when I'm 30, financially stable, my soft life is gonna look a lot different. I might be looking like you, facials every month, maybe spa twice a month. Little Pilates here and there, since that's what everybody want to do.
That's if it's still popular. Then they might come out with.
I actually did do Pilates back in high school. That's what convinced me to do weightlifting. I was like, girl, this is all.
Yeah, weightlifting is my favorite. I
love
would
it,
never
girl.
leave
That's a whole nother topic.
weightlifting. Like that is my favorite. So I'm gonna end us off with one last question. And basically, what would you say to someone who feels like it's not realistic for them to find a soft life? So we talked about struggles in the beginning, right? And
like me 2 years
soft
ago.
life. Like somebody basically, I guess you could say somebody's basically bullying themselves to be like, oh, I could never live a soft life. Like soft life was never for me. Or you just might have those people that, are just like soft life isn't really real. Like don't believe in it. Like we said, like social media soft life could be different to what's real to somebody else. So realistically, like how
what I will tell that person is get off of TikTok.
Oh, I like TikTok.
Or at least get off of TikTok if that's where you're looking to find the guide to a soft life. Essentially, just stop listening to social media when it comes to that, because that's probably why they're telling themselves that they can't achieve that, is because they're looking on social media and seeing stuff that they can't afford at this moment or they can't, obtain at the time. So I would say A, stop making social media a reality.
True.
B, find out what a soft life means to you and you only, because your version of a soft life and mine are similar,
but
they still have different aspects. Because like you say, you were somebody that what's up, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
I'm somebody, and like I said, like previous in the conversation, like mental health has definitely played a part in like my upbringing. So there definitely were times where I was not go, go, go. I was,
I need to sleep it
you know,
off. Like it was one of those like.
And one of the things I did to keep myself motivated to have a soft life was keeping myself busy. Like rest wasn't in the picture. Every time I got rest, it was like, I just want to stay here. No, I got to keep moving. So define what it looks like for you. Be self-aware to know what you need to do for you. Like when I say it's so personal and personalized to that person, like I can't tell you. I don't even have the recipe for you because it's different for me.
Yeah, everyone's recipe for a soft life is definitely like not to see like not the same. But for me, like if I had to tell someone, you know, in terms of them finding a soft life for themselves, definitely find out, like we started off with, like how would you define soft life for you? Definitely find out what it is. Know yourself first, like know who you are as a person, and then from there, go about making a routine of what is soft to you. Like if you know that it's peace, that's your piece. If you know it's you creating your own boundaries, then it's you creating your own boundaries. Maybe it's something you realize is like, once I learned myself, there's something that's missing, and that's something I need to work on, and that's how I can create my soft life. Like I feel like you said years ago, if soft life was really like a real term for you, like for me, it would be like stop being so like man, like so like tough all the time. Like I always wanted to be that tough girl. Like people would tell you now, since I became so girly, they're like, I almost didn't recognize you because you look like a girl, and I'm just like, what's that supposed to mean? But it's like almost because like you said, I never used to smile. I used to just like open the door for myself. I used to like, let me
I
pick
ain't like
up,
people
like,
playing with me, so
yeah,
I
like
keep,
even in the
you
gym,
know.
like even in the gym, I'm like, I'm gonna get my own waist, but now I'm like real, like actually soft. Like so I'm in a gym and somebody's like, I got that weight for you. I'm like, thank you. Like it's like at this point,
See,
I
I'm
really
not at
gotta.
that point yet.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
you
at
trying to
that
call me
point.
weak?
No, see, exactly. I'm just like, thank you. Like even when like people are like coming to like bring like, and I realized the more like forgiving I become, the more like calm I've been and at peace with myself and finding who I am. Like I realize like more people are just willing to just like help me, and I'm just like, oh, okay, like this is what soft life is. Like, oh my God, I finally reached the age where it's just like it's so beautiful. Like, and I just tell people like find yourself, like know who you are. Like I said, I took that break. I took that little break, and like I said, for me just being so busy, I'm like not taking time to like
A
cater to
nap is what you needed.
myself and think of who I, and then like I just hit like a wall and I disappeared. Like you said, social media could be another thing. Like I wasn't on social media for like 3 months. I wasn't like posting anything.
Yeah, girl,
I
you
was
ghost.
like, I was
Gone.
into my books, girl. Let me tell you, I love me a good read. I was into my books. I was just like finding myself, like getting enough rest, and then from there, like I said, you gotta find who you are, and then from there,
Of course.
know what it is that you need to do. And it was like setting boundaries, speaking up for myself more.
Yeah, there's
Just
definitely a few
letting
goals that I
things go over my
still
head.
have. Because don't get me wrong, I do practice a few things like in my current life that is helping me achieve this, what we call soft life.
Right.
However, I do have still a few more goals, and a lot of those goals kind of mirror what you just said. Like I am still working on being more forgiving.
Okay.
I am working on being a tad bit more positive. And even in that aspect, I used to be one of those people where it was like I would expect the absolute worst and just hope for the best.
Right.
I still kind of have that mentality when it comes to certain things, and I just want to be able to just approach every situation in a positive manner. And I think the main thing where I think that way is when it comes to people.
Right.
So, and I think the true definition of a soft life, at least for me, is being able to spread that.
Okay. See, for me, like I always like to tell people, and when some people get mad at like others, I'm like, they just human. Like I'm such a forgiving person. Like I really be like, they just human. They got
you
some
trying to
learning to
remember that.
do. Like the same way you got your growth, they got their growth. Like it's just like they just human. Like you know, some people are finding themselves. So it's like it's definitely a growth thing. Like we already touched on. You definitely got to grow into it, and then from there, just find out how it is. And the fact that this podcast is titled The Soft Life Reset is like you can reset your soft life as many times as
Oh, my
you
love, I did
need
a reset 2
to.
weeks ago.
You crashed out on somebody, didn't you?
Here's what I'm going to say.
Oh, she's not a
No.
retired crash
Here's what
out.
I'm going to say. I was heavily provoked to crash out.
Okay.
The people wanted me to crash out.
Okay.
However, I did not. I am extremely proud of myself.
Honestly, like,
And even with that being said, I don't wish any of those. Matter of fact, not even speaking specifically on the last situation. This goes for anybody in my entire life.
okay, speaking of the future.
Yes, anybody who don't like me, thinks they have beef with me, can't, take what I give.
They can't take your glow. They can't
Yeah, like sometimes somebody just can't take it.
Yeah.
So when they can't take it, you just gotta let them.
It's too bright that they try to dim it down. Like
Exactly. So this is for all of you. Got love for y'all. You will never bring me out of my character.
Love always wins.
I'm gonna do another reset as I sit on this couch.
Okay. Listen, and that's why we're
very
here.
much the soft life.
That's the point
and
of the podcast.
I pray that you guys find that too.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna drink to that. Hold on.
I would drink to that, but I'm out.
Wait a minute.
Well, no, I mean that wholeheartedly though.
No, okay, and it's okay, and I definitely agree because, like I said, at the end of the day, everyone's human. Everybody has those moments where they need to release certain things and you need to let it out, and it's a place and a time. And some people do need growth, and like you said, you didn't crash out, you caught yourself. Nope. Not everybody can catch themselves, and like I said, the soft life reset is like a continued thing
because it comes back to, is it worth
your time? Exactly.
Specific situation that we know of, that was so not worth it.
And you know what's so crazy, because like before I like asked you, and then I like came up with this topic because this is like for men and women to like actually watch and listen to. Right. And I was like, can a soft life actually be for men and women, and then they be reset? So
I don't know if a man wants to call it the soft life. I don't think they want to call it that. Maybe if you want to call it that, you are more than welcome to. But I think they might need a different terminology.
Yeah.
Maybe
because some men
we got brainstorm.
I was thinking that because I'm like, some men are actually more like,
Because I love a man that's at peace. That's a whole nother topic we could dive into. Because those rowdy men, those men that come with aggression and they wear their struggles on their sleeve.
Right. And then they try to pour it onto you. It's like,
and I don't even mean that in a romantic sense. I love my homeboys to death for the simple fact that they are the calmest, most collective people that I've ever met in my life.
Right. So basically you say yes, but it's just another terminology for it.
For sure. Yeah. I wouldn't go to a guy and be like, are you in your soft boy era? I wouldn't do that.
Because I was like, listen, I wouldn't do that either, but I'm just like, sometimes I just be like, oh, I admire.
I might just ask me, are you at peace?
Yeah, I be thinking to myself, like, I'm like, dang, I admire.
Peaceful era. We could call a man a peaceful era. We got the soft girl era.
Peaceful. Listen, back to the Million Man March, huh? I heard you. Well, that was the last question, basically how we make it realistic. And I'm just so happy that you joined me today, TT. And for my first
can't express how honored I feel to be on the first episode. Like, thank you.
I hope it's more to come. I might start I'm just so happy to finally get this out the vote and just start it up. But
I'm glad you're able to take your concept and make it reality. It's great in here. I know it's going to do numbers.
Cheers to that. You got
let me pour me some wine. Okay, we definitely got to cheers to that. But no, I definitely see this going far for you.
Oh, thank you.
I would definitely love to be invited back. Yeah. Maybe not the second episode so they see some new faces, but definitely spin the block on me, okay? I would love to have another conversation. And with that, we could cheers to that.
Okay.
To peace, prosperity, and a soft girl era.
Right, and all the vibes. Okay. And before we leave, I just want to say thank everyone for coming in, joining, and watching Wind Down with Rook. I leave you with take a sip, breathe, and relax. Bye.